Hello there, Sam.
Hey, brother.
What I'm feeling I'd like to ask you is what would you like to share regarding what you feel you've learned, spiritually speaking or otherwise, about life and what's most important?
Good gracious, I gotta take a second and feel what might be wanting to be said.
Another way to say it is, what is it that really matters?
So, one thing that really matters to me is acceptance. It's a big part of life to not fight fights that aren't my fight, to not struggle so hard against things that are meant to be, and to understand that from my sense of life, that we're all being supported and loved and blessed, and regardless of anything, without any criteria. And I think that a lot of the suffering that any of us might experience is about the part of us that has a habit of blocking the very things that we need the most, the very things that are the most critical parts of being alive, which is, just the love of the Creator that's there for us all, and that has no agenda for us, in my feeling, in my understanding, and that only wants us to actually love the Creator and be loved by the Creator. It's so simple that it's confusing. Our brains just will not let us get away with a simple explanation for something when we're so used to feeling confused and frustrated and abandoned and unloved and unworthy. Just those few things there, I think are part of the major distractions from what we came here to be. And so the easier the connection becomes, which involves me and any of us in my understanding, learning how to relax in our bodies and in our minds and release the unnecessary tensions. And of course, that's more complicated for some human beings whose conditions can be very, very unbelievably difficult. So I don't want to be cavalier here about what I'm saying, but in general, that's how I get it. Um, and then, please help me to be able to be more compassionate of others who have struggles that I can't even imagine. But yeah, that's probably a good answer.
When you talk about letting go tensions of the mind, uh, I know that you rely on your heart's connection to the true source of unconditional love to not just let go of any preoccupations or struggles of the mind, but to rely on that divine connection to open your heart so that you could be an instrument for all beings. What would you like to share about the spiritual process that you experience regarding relying on love to do it for you rather than you being the doer in charge?
Well, the tricky thing in my experience is that it's so simple that it just is invisible to most of our eyes, certainly to mine or to my understanding or my sense of what it all was about. And so that's the thing, is that the process that I've been experiencing along with others for 16, 17 years has been just a very gentle and gradual experience of what it feels like, first of all, to feel the gentleness of the love, the tenderness of it, to feel its availability, and that it's not something that's only achievable by the special few, that it's really for all of us. And so the feeling of that has inspired me to feel that, I'm not part of a religion or something that where I need to sell this idea to anybody. I just feel that it's, hopefully it comes through in so subtly powerful ways that it will be available to more and more people, because it's not being force fed or told in a way that if you're not doing it this way, you're going to suffer in this way or that way. It's just about, you know, the sweetest sweetness, the kindest kindness, the most generous expressions of the best that I've ever experienced.
I think you got the main one,
Yeah,
and we know what the main one is.
yeah. Relax, be happy.